Hey Daz, welcome to another little video. Um, Today I'm just chilling at my place, about to go to work. My new little job I just started yesterday, where I'm like a little therapy provider, not therapist. The distinction is really confusing, but I call myself a therapist because it sounds more official. Anyways, oh, the topic of this video. Okay. So today the topic of this video is about like finding confidence as a trans woman or a trans girl or just whatever terminology you want to use. I think the reason I thought of like talking about this was just because like I know like I've been transitioning for like 2.5 years, and I know how difficult it can be. I don't really have a plan for this video. I never really like plan out what I'm gonna say, so let's just get into it. Okay, so I think something that a lot of trans women struggle with is not just dysphoria, but a worry of like how we are perceived. And I get this all the time too. Like, and I think it comes with the territory. But I think what's really important to remember is like this idea of confirmation bias. And so you know, okay, a good example of this is I see so many pretty dolls on like TikTok and Instagram who like are gorgeous and are passing or aren't passing but are fucking gorgeous, and then they'll post videos about how nervous and sad they are in public because everyone looks at them, and it's like, bitch, they are looking at you because you are pretty. And another part of it too is like, okay, so like if you go out and you're like expecting people to give you terrible looks because you're trans and you're all scared and you're just walking around with like this face on, and like people see you and you're just like, why are they looking at me? Like, the way people's gonna respond to you is gonna be like, they're just gonna be like confused and like, what is wrong with her? But if you walk out and you're like, okay, I'm a bad bitch, and you just, someone looks at you, you smile back at them, they're gonna smile, right? Because you're a pretty girl smiling at them. And so I think what's so important to remember is like, it's just trying to keep your own perception in check, which is something I have trouble with. Like, some days I'll be super dysphoric, right? And I'll go out like just looking like me, how I do now. And I'll be like, oh my God, everyone's looking at me because I'm trans. And like, the fact of the matter is like maybe some people are, but like, it's not in a negative light. It's sort of like, it's sort of silly. And I think it's hard to have that perspective too. Now, if you're earlier on in transition, I think there's more of that too. Like, I know when I was like absolutely just never passing, and okay, these classes are terrible, but when I was never passing and I still look like, I still basically just look like a gay guy, that like, I don't know, I probably was getting a lot of looks for that reason. But confidence is key, right? And like, just put yourself in your own perspective. If you see someone who is looking kind of androgynous or gender, is my flying? Oh God, that's so embarrassing. Who's androgynous or gender nonconforming, and you see them and they're like looking confident as fuck, they're dressed like in whatever their style is, and they're just like happy, and like you see that, and what you notice is not like, oh my God, there's a person who, no, of course not. What you see is like, oh damn, they are slaying right now, like that. Yeah, and this is with everybody. This is with cisgender people too. Like, there are super pretty girls who have like anxiety, and like you'll see them walking around just, and like, the way you'll talk to them, you'll like come like, like it's a little uncomfortable. You're like, oh, am I making you uncomfortable? And chances are how they're perceiving that is, oh my God, I'm making people so uncomfortable. Like, it's not, I think a lot of the time it's not a trans thing. It's it's like a confidence thing. I think the other part of it too is that like, it's just like remembering that like, ultimately the world is going to give back to you what you give to it, which sounds so corny, but it's the truth, and if what you bring to the world is like happiness and self-assurance and confidence and just being your best self, the world's going to give you back good energy and experiences. I think it really is a mindset thing. The same goes for like passing, right? Like I know that for so many girls, myself included, passing is like vital. And like what I'm saying now too, this is stuff that I deal with also. Like I have days where I am just like, ugh. But I don't know. It's like at the end of the day, passing doesn't matter as much as a lot of dolls think it will. Um, like it matters, right? Because you're not gonna have to deal with discrimination if you pass. So like that's cool. But at the same time, it's like okay, like I think a lot of girls think that like oh I'll pass and suddenly everyone will treat me nice and my life will be perfect. Well like well girl, that's not how it works. People will treat you nice if you're kind and respectful and confident and have self-respect. Like ultimately like and what this is like something I've realized in life as I've just learned and grown up. People treat you how you treat yourself. And the reason why is because you treat other people how you treat yourself. That's all anyone can do. And so if you love yourself a lot and you're happy with yourself, you're gonna treat other people with love and happiness. But if you're sitting around like, oh my god, I'm so ugly, like people are gonna treat you like you're ugly because that's your literal mindset. It has nothing to do with how you look. It has to do with like what's going on in here. I don't know. I'm rambling a little bit, but I don't know. Anyways, that's my little confidence talk. Uh, and other stuff. Thank y'all for helping hit the milestone. I appreciate all y'all. The videos have been going up in views faster than they ever have before, which is dope. I really appreciate it. It makes me very happy. Yeah, it makes me very happy, and I'm very grateful for y'all. It's cool to be able to just be like my weird little self and have people who vibe with me online. Like, I like it. And in my personal life, here's what I'm working on. Okay, so my whole life, I have had a problem with just not even taking a long time, just like doing things like, okay, honestly, if I'm being so real, with showing up on time. And I've really been like I have been cracking down on it. And I've slipped up a couple times at work, and now I'm really like applying myself and like, okay. Oh boy. And it's just been good. I've been trying to be like, being like, this is so cheesy, but instead of like the mindset of like, oh yeah, I'm a trans girl, like no, being like, bitch, I am a trans woman, like I'm a motherfucking woman, forget even the trans part, like bitch, I'm like, just like, and I think this is an important thing for all people, just like step into your power as an individual. And the way you do that is just by being kind to yourself and loving yourself and just supporting yourself. Like, look, we're all weirdos. We're all strange. We all come from the same place and are going to the same place. All you really got to do is try to enjoy the experience and make it as comfortable for each other as you can. That's really it. But yeah, I don't know. I just be ranting. Anyways, other stuff I'm working on. Now I'm working 2 jobs. I'm gonna be busy as hell for the next little bit. Except then I have surgery in November and I'll have a month off. But I'll get back and I'll be busy as hell again for a while. And yeah, I'm just very excited for that, for surgery, for getting my money together. I'm probably gonna get a car. I'm torn between like a Mercedes, I think it's a GLC 300. I think that's what I'm looking at. Maybe it's 350, I don't know. Or a Dodge Charger or a Porsche Macan. I need to clean my room. It's just laundry. I just don't fucking fold laundry. I don't know why. And yeah, I'm working on growing this, being more active with these little socials. But anyways, I'm recording this for the sake of a filter because I don't have makeup on TikTok, and I'm at 9 minutes 40 seconds. I can only get to 10, so I'm gonna close it out here. Hopefully this was entertaining and informative. Love y'all. See you in the next one. Bye. I said the word like 1,000 times in that video. I'm gonna stop doing that. Love y'all. Bye.